What's happening, people? We are back. We are back, and we are back again. And I'm back again with one of my good friends, Troops in the house. What are you telling me, bro? You good?
Back our blood clot again.
Man, it's good to
Outside.
see you, man.
What are you telling me, bro?
Yeah, man, tired, man. It feels like every day plugging away, working hard, doing all we can. Summer season is upon us. Euros not long round the corner. And it's all transfer talk, man. I've got to say that at the moment, every single day, Arsenal are linked with about 15 players, bruv. You know how it is. So yeah, it's been working hard, man, but it's paying off, bruv. And you are too, man. You're absolutely flying, man, which is great to see. I see you have a show with Judges and Zar and was it Babs the other day, which was a good show. You and Gunnar the other night, man. You're flying. Good to see, man.
Come on, man. I'm just, you know me, blood. I just stay in my lane and just, you get me? Try not to cause no mayhem, blood.
That's good, man.
Every time I go on YouTube, I always see you, blood.
I'm always somewhere, bro. I'm always somewhere. I'm on someone's channel or doing my own thing here. So yeah, it's good, mate. It's good. I've got to say. And yeah, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, man. Listen, we're gonna do a little bit of a summer roundup today. Look at players coming in, look at players going out potentially, and what you would do with a squad, because there's a lot of squad players. I think there's going to be a bit of a clear out, Troops. I can't lie. So we're going to talk about what you think will happen, what you like to see happen. There's a lot of rumours. Rashford's being spoken about. Sesko's being spoken about. Bruno G. Other names as well. Zubamendi, stuff like that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that when we get to it. But you're looking forward to this summer window, Troops, before we go into it. What are you expecting? You expecting a busy one? Let me ask you that.
Striker, a cover for Saka, and a centre mid.
Yeah.
I don't really care about anything else. Them three areas need to be addressed. 100%.
Are you looking at it as in like a lot of money as well, like big name signings?
Yeah, it's got to be like starting 11 players. I don't want no
Yeah,
fringe players. These players have to come in and push us over the line. This ain't the window to be buying squad players. It's starting 11 strictly.
Yeah, facts, man. I'm with you, and I feel as well like if somebody comes in now, no more project players, no more. This will take a couple of years. It might take a year for him to start playing good. Nah, man, they need to come in. I don't mind if they're
hit the ground running.
one for the future. Exactly, it's got to be like the Declan Rices of this world for me now. I don't think we can be mucking around anymore when we've got Man City to catch up with. So that's what I'm looking at, and I'm expecting a busy one, man. I can't lie. So
I don't trust these lots, so I'm just plotting till I'm seeing. Let me when they make, if they don't make a move, I'll make my move.
Well, yeah, man. That's facts. That is facts. Let's I'll tell you what, let's go through it because we actually got a big squad, Arsenal. The problem with us has never been quantity, it's been quality. And I think there's lack of adequate cover in certain areas and has been for a while, bro. So I want to get your kind of thoughts on it. We might as well start from head to toe. Let's start with the goalkeeping situation. You and I think we're on the same page with Raya and Ramsdale. Me and you both like Ramsdale. We appreciate that Raya's got attributes that might be more suited to the way that Arteta wants to play, but it looks like Raya's going to be ahead of Ramsdale, and Ramsdale might have to look at another club. So let me ask you quite frankly, what do you see happening? What would you do with Raya and Ramsdale? And if one of them goes, what would you do to bring in someone in? Would it be a backup to Raya, or would you look to actually bring a number one in and make Raya number two? What would you do in the goalkeeper situation, bro?
Raya's going to be number one in it. Arteta loves him. He ain't going nowhere. We're going to sign him. So you keep Raya. I'd sell Ramsdale because you can get money for Ramsdale and it can add to the transfer fund. And he's not going to sit there and play second fiddle another season. You get me? He's going to drop down the pecking order even more when it comes to England. Obviously, he probably wants to play for England. That's not going to happen if he stays at Arsenal because he's not getting no chance. You're never getting a chance in the cups, which Arteta don't even take seriously. So I think it's got to be a keep Raya and unfortunately sell Ramsdale.
What would you do bringing in someone? What would you like?
You got to bring in a backup keeper because he's going to be number one, so you don't want no issues. You just want him to know, yeah, you're number one. If you're injured, then whoever comes in, if it's a cup game, he can go in. But Raya would probably have to start. You can't go front one. That's just going through the same bullshit we went through this season.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Because me and Chris Hudson were talking, thinking, I think we might need another number one. And I'm thinking, how many goalkeepers have we had now under Mikel Arteta? Like I said this the other day, I think I was with, who was I with? I don't know who I was with now. It's been so much I've been chatting with, but I think it might have been Judges. And I was like, the best goalkeeper that we've had in Mikel Arteta's reign has been Emi Martinez, who's now playing at Villa. That's how crazy it is, bro. We've had since then Matt Ryan, Matt Turner, Runnerson, all these guys. And then we have Raya and Ramsdale. We finally get Ramsdale we're happy with, and then we muck it up again. Now, I'm not saying it was the wrong thing to do because Raya, to be fair to him, Golden Glove, played well, clean sheets, etc., etc. I'm still not going to sit there and lie to you and say that I don't have total 100% faith in Raya because I don't, bruv. I think there is mistakes in him.
Nah, he does have moments.
He does. He has moments.
And he, like I was saying earlier on my stream, that I can't remember. I don't think that we've got peppered this season by any team where Raya's like won us the points, blood. You get me? Like that whole Golden Glove thing is because of Benny Blanco, William Saliba, and Gabriel Magalhaes. You get me? It's not even the left back, because the left back was Tom, Dick, and Harry. You understand? You could, one week it was someone from the crowd. I mean, left back, it was up for grabs, blood. You understand? 1989 settings at left back, blood. But
yeah, man,
them three and Rice are the reason why that he has that Golden Glove. You get me? I don't think he didn't play no part in that, blood. He just stayed in between the sticks, and you get me? He just caught the ball, blood. If I'm being totally honest, because when we were under the cosh, per se, the defense would just clear the ball, blood. It wouldn't even get to fucking rail. So it's like, you know what I mean? Ramsdale, he kind of saved us last year. He fucked us over, but he saved us more than he fucked us over. You get me? Ray hasn't fucked us over, but he hasn't like won us any games.
Listen, I think it's fair, man. I can't lie to you. I think it's fair to you. I think the Porto moment for Raya was the only moment this season.
Someone in my chat earlier said that his highlight of the season is the penalty shootout against Porto.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree, bruv. I would agree. And look at some of the games that he's cost us. Not cost us, actually. That's harsh. Some of the goals that he's cost us, I would say. I look at and I think, kicking it out to the guy at Lens, getting lobbed against Mudryk at Chelsea. There was the goal at Luton. There's the goal.
The Mudryk one, I'm more on him for the Porto away goal.
That was poor as well.
The Mudryk one, I'm kind of like, that's just like Ronaldinho and Seaman. It's just...
Yeah, maybe.
That Porto one, I'm like, your positioning was fucking ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
You're not on your line. Like, the guy's at the edge of the box. If he's at the edge of the box, you should be on your line. If he's 40 yards out, then cool, stand a bit further off your line, because there's a chance you could play the ball over the top. You could put a cross in. He's in an area where he's just gonna fucking shoot. Why are you so high up? You understand?
Yeah, I mean, I've got to agree. I didn't look at the season and Raya and think, yeah, that's going to be our goalkeeper for the next 5 years. The guy's top quality, elite level. I don't see an Alisson or an Edison, and that's what I want to be seeing. So if we was to go and buy somebody, I was speaking to Chris Hudson about it. Maybe I would prefer to go see a Michael Maignan, Jan Oblak, Diogo Costa type goalkeeper than
they're saying that Oblak's going to leave.
That'd be a signing, man.
I put it out there on my Twitter. I said, Gooners, hear me out. They were like, no.
Why?
That's what I said. I said, why not, blood? Like, why not? Raya can still be number one, but Oblak can go in there and guide him, give him the experience that he needs.
100.
You could even just play Oblak in Champions League. He'll be fine with that.
100. Man, I'm with you, bro. I'm with you, man. But listen, I'm loosely linked with two players for the goalkeeping situation. One of them is Justin Bilo over at Feyenoord. The other one is Wojciech Szczesny coming back. What are you saying, bruv? What are you saying? Either of those?
Szczesny can kiss my ass, blood. You get me? Pause. But I don't know. I don't really know about the other you. I don't really watch Dutch football. You get me? The only time I deal with the Dutch is, you get me? But I don't really know about their football, blood. So I don't really know about that you. But Szczesny, nah, fuck that.
I think it's going to be somebody like that, though, isn't it? Like you say, it's going to be a backup. And
I'd take De Gea as backup.
De Gea, mate, De Gea. Yeah, it's mad.
I take De Gea as backup. Why not?
Mate, that's mad.
He ain't got, my man's training in the park, blood. I'll probably see him when I go over the park with Trey, blood, at 5. Big man thing. I'll probably see him there, blood, doing his stretches. Pause. You get me?
Mate, De Gea, that's a great shout. I didn't even think about him. Long as it's not Kepa, because he ain't got a club either, I don't think, has he? Jesus, that guy is absolutely disastrous. But yeah, De Gea, I don't think he's got a club. Man, just as we speak, there's breaking news just as we speak. I think Mark did say it in the chat that John Cross from the Mirror is breaking that Sesko has said yes to Arsenal. Transfer line up his £45 million deal for the Leipzig forward. What are you thinking about that?
I don't know. You see John Cross, blood?
Yeah.
Hey. He comes out with some bollocks sometimes, so I just need to. I'm not sure about. I mean, John Cross is the source. It's not the best source. You get me? He kind of gets it wrong more time than right. So until like Ornstein or one of them says something, that's when I'll be like, all right, cool.
Yeah, Ornstein and Romano are the two that people look at. John Cross, he ain't one of those. I think he'd like to be.
He used to be like under Wenger. He was.
Yeah. His Wenger days, he was a bit better.
But now it's like, nah.
Nah, man, I'm the same. Listen, we'll come to striker in a minute, man. But yeah, I'm with you. I think Ramsdale's going to be out. I think Raya number 1, and I think we'll get some form of backup. I don't think it will be Szczesny, and if it is going to be, I've heard this final goalkeeper is more likely to go Liverpool from what they're saying because of the link with Arne Slot. So I don't know who we're going to get in, man. But goalkeeper ain't really a massive.
And they got Dutchman there, like they got Gakpo, they got Van Dijk.
Yeah,
they can tap him up.
Yeah, exactly. So that's looking more likely to be back up. Listen, let's go into defense because we've actually got quite a lot of defenders, and it's looking likely that we're going to be in for a defender. Now, I don't know what your thoughts are before we go into who you get rid of. What are you looking for if we were to get a defender? Are you looking for cover at left back or are you looking for cover at right centre back? Because I've always thought that we needed and still believe we need a cover for Saliba. So somebody like Diomande, for me, would be better than getting another left back when we've already got bloody hundreds of them. So where you at, bruv? What are you saying?
Defense, I'm cool. I'll be honest. Like defense, I don't really have no issues. I just want Crybaby out.
Oh man, let's talk about it. Go on, talk to me. Zinchenko's linked with Bayern Munich today, by the way.
Yeah, I'll drop him at the fucking airport, mate.
You're like me. I don't like him either. You're like me,
bro. I think me and Gunnar were like one of the first to turn on him, blood. You get me? And people were like, "Oh, you're a disgrace. You don't know how much he helps us in our transition, and he inverts and all of this shit." I said, blood, all this guy does is cry, fam. Passion merchant. You get me? He can't defend his country. He can't do nothing, blood. You understand? He just cost man games, cost man league titles. Get this vermin out of the club ASAP, blood. You understand? I'm done with him, bro. I don't even want to see him in midfield, blood. Just get him out. He should be one of the first people out of the club.
I agree, bruv. I agree. Like, when I saw last season the job he was doing offensively, I didn't question it. The moment he started cocking up defensively, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of done with Zinchenko. And everybody said it was out of order because if you can't see how pivotal he is for us winning games of football, you don't know what you're watching. So I was like, look, okay, if you believe he could be a part of the squad, fair play. But he is not the starting left back for me. I like Kieran Tierney, and people think because I like Kieran Tierney, I hate Zinchenko. That's not the case because I quite like the other left backs. I just don't like defensively Zinchenko. I think he's an absolute waste man. So I look at what he's done in terms of costing us. Last year at Anfield, other couple of games he's cost us, particularly this year.
This year at Anfield.
This year, Anfield gets Salah walk past him.
This year at Aston Villa.
Fulham this year at home.
Fulham. Bro, and they were that's what 7 points. You understand?
Exactly.
That wins us the fucking league, bro. You get me?
That's what I mean. So I understand why Arteta wanted to bring him in to do this inverted role, but it's time for move on now. Like
He
we
was
can't be
never
doing that.
even like plan A, bro. He wanted Lissandro. He wanted Argentinian Czar. He didn't even want this fucking politician blood. You get me? He wanted Argentinian Czar blood, and then he had to pivot and then start this whole inverted bullshit. You get me? Like he's the only one. He can cut, bruv.
Yeah, I
I
agree with
swear
you.
to God.
I agree with you.
They should be calling clubs and saying he's available. You know when people call clubs, chairmans call other chairmans, yo, we're selling this brother, you know. He should be phone, yo, him, holy, oh my days, bro.
Yeah, I'm with
That
you.
guy
I'm
does
with
my
you.
head in, blood. I swear down.
Yeah, I hate it when he plays because I just know defensively he's an absolute joke. And I look at Tomiyasu and I like him. I think Kivior's done an all right job there, to be fair. Timber's going to be the left back, I think, when he is fit. So I don't think we need him. And I think we can get rid. The other two players that look like they're going to go, Nun Tavares and Kieran Tierney. What are you saying about that? And how much do you reckon we could actually get for these players if they are going to go?
Tavares, you're getting pennies.
Yeah, I agree.
Tierney, you get about 10 mil.
Yeah, which is a shame, isn't it? Because he's a baller, man. I like him a lot. I like
Yeah,
him a lot.
he's our best left back.
Yeah, defensively he is 100%. And he's old school, man. He does overlapping, crossing the ball in. That's what we need as an option, but he doesn't seem to want to play him. Do you think there's any future for him? Or do you think he's gone?
Nah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, bruv. I'm a big fan. I like him a lot. And I just feel like he's a player that we could have actually done with. Like, if you imagine him in the games we mentioned that Zinchenko's cost us, we ain't conceding them goals, bruv. Like, real talk. And I think, like,
Defensively solid.
he is and can play free at the back as well if we need to with him. Like, he was good there
Mhm.
as well. So, yeah, it's a shame, man. But the other left backs, I don't really have a problem with. Do you think that we will add to that in the summer, or do you think we'll keep it? Because there's links with Harto, Yoral Harto from Ajax, who kind of plays left back, left centre back. I don't know if what your thoughts are. He's 18 years old, supposed to be an absolute baller.
If anyone comes through, it'll probably be him.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
Otherwise, I think they'll just keep it.
And do you feel like right side we've got enough? Saliba, Ben White, and then we can have Tomiyasu and Timber
Yeah,
if need.
yeah, the right, we're fine.
You think?
Because Ben White, he stays fit all season, so
Yeah.
you got
So
Tommy there.
if Saliba got a knock, you play Tomiyasu and Ben White, yeah,
You can play Timber.
or Timber, yeah.
There's options still. Even Rice could drop in there for a game.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying they put Rice centre back, but yeah, I think maybe you're right. I think for me, I would look at somebody like a Diamande to come in. The problem is Diamande coming in is going to want to play, and he ain't getting ahead of Saliba or Gabriel, man. That's the problem. So that's why I feel like Liverpool could be the option for him, or even Man United, because it looks like he might be on the move. And I'm telling you, Trips,
they're
he's
looking
a
at
beast.
Braith. They're looking at Braithwaite. That's
Yeah,
why.
looking at Braithwaite as well. Yeah, looking at Jared Braithwaite, I think he's a baller, man. He looks a
Yeah,
very,
he's the
very
next on Stones.
yeah, he is, man. He is. He
He's
is.
that guy.
But, yeah, Harto's looking like that guy. No point discussing the others. I think White, Tomiyasu, they both stay. I think Saliba and Gabriel stay. Kivior, there's rumours about Kivior. I'd keep Kivior, would you?
I'm keeping him.
Yeah, yeah. I
I'm
think
keeping
he's
him.
good, man. I think he's good
He's
backup.
it. When he stopped, like when Arteta stopped making him invert, you saw his strengths. You get me? And if he plays him like that, then it's fine.
Mm.
He don't
Yeah,
mind. He don't mind being cover. He goes on to his girl twerking. He's nice.
yeah, man. She's bloody hell. She's more bloody famous than him, man. I
She's
tell you.
champ, bro.
Yeah, she is
You know
world
me?
champ Shirker.
She won't get the call from fucking Lil Baby in Central She Blood. Big
Mate,
man
it's
thing.
crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Yeah, no, I keep him and Tommy too. I think like Gunnar doesn't rate Tomiyasu, but I actually do. I like him.
Nah, I rate him. Gunnar
Yeah,
said to me that it's his injuries.
Yeah.
I said I hear that, but he's back up in it, so you don't really need. You get me? Like when we need him to play, he plays, in it. That's how I'd say to look at it. When we need him, Tommy's there, in it. So
yeah,
it doesn't really matter if he's not there and we have a Ben White, we have a Timber. You get me? It's if whenever we want to like bring him in, he's there.
That's why I keep him. Like both of them guys have come in and they've been pretty much 7 or 8s out of 10 when they have played. Particularly Tomiyasu, who I think for most part of the time he's played for us, when he isn't injured, he's been class. Like, he's been class. So I think Tomiyasu's one you keep. Kivior, I think, has proven he can do a job at left centre back and at left back when he's not inverting. So he's been kept as well. And I think Timber's going to be like a new signing. I hate to sound like Wenger, but I really believe that. I think this guy is a quality footballer. Like, I was really excited when we signed him. Gutted he got the injury. When he did play in pre-season, was one of our best player in the Community Shield. And then he came on against Everton the other day, and I thought he looked sharp, bruv. So yeah, I'm excited for him, Troops. I think he'd be good, man. This Timber guy, honestly.
Nah, Timber's a baller.
Yeah, he is, man.
It was a big loss, him getting injured.
Yeah, it was. It was massively key, man. And then we didn't have a left back. We were chopping and changing our left back every game. It was pissing me off, man. You just need to keep him at left back now, bruv. So that's what I'll be doing. Okay, let's move into the midfield, because I think there's some surgery that could be needed here, bruv. So let me talk to you about the players. Obviously, it looks like Lokonga's probably going to go. I don't know where to. Patino as well is another option that people will be potentially looking at getting rid of. And then we've got Thomas Partey, Jorginho, and Rice. We'll worry about the attacking-minded midfielders in a minute. But in terms of our kind of defensive midfielders and box-to-box, where's your opinion at? Who you starting, who you keeping? Because I feel like there's a lot of surgery that could potentially be needed here. However, we've also got players that are aging that might be kept for like the last kind of year of their contract, bruv. So what's your gut feeling in this midfield position, bruv?
You have to bring in someone, innit? If you're willing to sell Partey, you have to bring in someone. You can't go with Jorginho, Rice, and Odegaard. You ain't winning fuck all. You get me? That's not making it across the 38 games of the Premier League. That ain't making it, blood. You get me? So if you're gonna sell Partey, you have to bring in someone who can go straight into that midfield. Otherwise, you're just weakening the squad. You're just doing what you did last year. You get rid of Xhaka and you get Rice. It's 1 for 1. You need to bring in 2. You understand? Because El Nenny's going. Fabio Vieira looking like he's going to go finally. Lokonga's going to fuck off. There's a whole heap of space there now. It's just Jorginho. It's just Jorginho, Rice, and Odegaard, and Smith Rowe. That's not enough. You need to, like, a starting player needs to come in the midfield, definitely. Like I said it. Start winger, striker, and a centre midfielder.
What sort of centre mid would you like us to get?
Someone that can complement Rice.
Yeah.
Someone that allows Rice to go forward.
Yeah.
You get me? Yeah. So like a Bruno. A Bruno could just sit and then Rice will just go. And Odegaard will be more free. You get me? And then they can go into a pivot as well if needed. So someone like, yeah. But then I'm hearing that City are going to activate the fucking release clause. So I'm like, we need to move fast on that. But he would be the one.
Yeah, man. Bruno for me is the one, 100%. I look at Bruno and I feel like he is everything that I think we would have needed this season just gone. You remember when we were trying to play Havertz there and it weren't working? If we would have had a Bruno there, I honestly think we would have won the league. Like, real talk. Because what he does, if you look at his stats across Europe, he's won the most fouls. I think he's got the most interceptions. He's Premier League proven. He can play in the 6 or the 8. He's similar to Rice in terms of play me in either. Quite like going forward, quite like defending. He's also, Troops, got that little bit of shithousery about him, that nastiness, which we need.
That Ben White.
100. And if you remember playing him against St. James Park, where he fucking elbowed Jorginho in the head. Yeah, exactly. He was horrible. I want that in my midfield, though, bruv. I want that in my midfield. And 100 million, they're talking about it being paid over 3 installments, over 3 years, bruv. 33.3 million.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
Year. Exactly. So
they want to give Arteta like 15 million a year. Fuck that. Give fucking Newcastle 33 million a year.
Exactly.
Fuck all that. Exactly. Yeah, fuck all that. I mean, and spend your money wisely. You get me?
Yeah, man.
That's what we call an investment, blood. You get me? That takes us to another level. You get me? Like the Rice signing, people start to look at us like, okay, cool. You get Bruno as well now. They say, oh shit, these man ain't playing, blood. Yo, this is all right. Arsenal are back. You understand? But you need to. This is that window when Liverpool had it, when they got Alisson, Van Dijk. This is the window for us now. Because I'm telling you, Potsy, he's got 1 year. He's got 1 year, and then I'm outside, bro. I'm not going 5 years without a trophy, blood. Next year, there's no process talk. There's none of this, blood. The time is now. Win or you're in trouble, bro. You get me?
Yeah, I agree.
You can't be disrespecting FA Cups. That's the one cup that you got, blood. You get me? When people want to defend you over Poch, what do they defend you with? The FA Cup, blood. But you want to disregard the FA Cup, blood. The fuck you on about, bro? This man realized that's the trophy he won the most as a player.
Exactly, and it's the job. It's the trophy that he lifted. That, let's be real, the 2 years afterwards probably kept him his job. You know what I'm saying? So he's got to take these domestic cups more seriously, man. I mean, this new Arteta deal, I was going to mention it a bit later, but seems like a good time to mention it now. Like,
I get it.
Yeah, go on,
but
talk
it's
to me.
Wrong timing. I get it, but it's wrong timing. You get me? If these men are so confident he's going to stay, why are you offering the contract now? If you're so confident he's loyal to Arsenal, he's not going to have his head turned by other clubs lurking and trying to tap him up. Why not wait until the end of next season? Because end of next season, the reason why I wouldn't sack him this year is because there's really no one out there that I would bring in. Like I'm not on this De Zerbi thing. I'm not on this Masquerade thing. I'm not on this McKenna thing. I'm not on this fucking Tuchel, Mourinho, Conte. I'm not on that. You understand? I'm not on that one bit. Xabi Alonso next year. That's a gettable target. You understand? Because he's done 2 years now at Leverkusen. Now he might be. You understand? The Liverpool job's gone. You understand? Carlo Ancelotti saying he's staying at Madrid until 2026 and he's going to retire. So he's going to plot. So he's going to plot there. So you understand? We missed out on Flick, but I knew we wouldn't get Flick. You get me? I always knew Flick was going Barca. Always knew that. So a Xabi Alonso, a Amarin, you get me? He'll be available. The kind of Inzaghi, them kind of man I'm trying to, you understand? They'll be available next year, bro. You understand?
I'm with you.
So that's why. Who?
No, I'm with you. I think those are the names I want.
Them kind of man, blood.
For me now, like, get rid of Arteta and we can bring in De Zerbi. No, thank you. If you said bring in Arteta, bring in McKenna, or bring in someone who's the next best young manager out there, even if it was this guy from Girona, I would rather just keep Arteta for me. If you're going to tell me that Carlo's knocking on the door, please come in, Don Carlo, because that's the sort of bloke I want, right? Xabi Alonso has just absolutely destroyed absolutely everything. An invincible bloody treble nearly. Yeah. Crazy what the guy nearly did. So for me, that's the sort of manager I want replacing. If you're going to go down the Jose or Conte route or Tuchel route, yeah, listen, they might be able to come in and say win something with this team potentially, but they ain't going to be there for the long term. They're going to come in for maybe 18 months and go, I've got you a trophy now. I'm off to go do it somewhere else. That might be good because I've always been about win now. But actually, if you look at something that people want more stability with, then Xabi Alonso could be that guy or somebody, whatever. But if people are throwing names at me that are just nowhere near as good as Arteta, I ain't doing it. Like, I wouldn't have Poch. I wouldn't have any of those guys. So I'm with you, bruv. I'm with you. I would have waited until the end of the season and said to him, right, what have you won? Nothing. Okay, it's been a pleasure. Thanks very much. Or, wow, you deserve a new contract. You just won us a title or a cup, or whatever it be. Yeah, so I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. And a lot of money. I don't really care about the money because for me, I've never been one of those Arsenal accountants that starts looking at bloody bills and how much we're saving and how much we're spending. We're clearly one of the richest clubs in the world, mate. So I don't really care about what he's getting a year, right? If that's what they believe, then for me, what comes with more money comes with more pressure. And there's already pressure on Mikel Arteta to win trophies, bro. So if he's going to start throwing them in the bin now, saying next season, Carabao Cup, we're too big for that. FA Cup, we're too big for that. We're going for the Champions League and the league again, and we balls that up, then more for him, man. More for him. Because I can't be seeing that, bruv. It's not something that I've ever been a fan of. Those trophies I grew up winning. Like, ask George Graham and Tony Adams what he thinks of those cups. We come what? Did we come 11th when we won the double in 93? The cup double in 93. 12th, right? Nobody cares because we won 2 cups, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the first time I remember supporting Arsenal when we won something. 93, 94. Yeah, that's the first time I remember it. So, honestly, it's mad. Couple of supers. Mark Arthur says, have you seen the news about Benjamin Sesko? Yes, we have. Did quickly touch on it. We are going to touch on it more in a second. So, big up to you and big up to Chaitanya as well. Says we are one proper 9 out of 10 summer window from a title. Big up to you, bro. Listen, I agree. I think it's got to be perfect this summer window, and that's why we're looking at it. This is where I'm at with the midfield, bro, right? I actually believe that unless we're going to get 25, 30 million for Party, I'd just keep him for his year. And I'd just use him as that squad player.
Yeah, for me, you wrap him up in cotton wool and you have him
100%.
you have him ready for certain, like, when your fixtures come out at the start of the season, you look at your fixtures and you're like, all right, cool. This is where we need Thomas. This is where we need it. Okay, cool. This is where we're gonna. Okay, cool. Okay, you can fucking chill here. We got this, but then when February comes now, Champions League is back in our lives. There's knockout stages. Partey, you're in the fucking squad, blood. You're now it's time to now come and roll, blood. Until February, let him couple FA Cup games, couple Carabao Cups, little here and there appearances off the bench. Just keep him on the bench, bro. You understand? Then when it comes time to, you know what I mean, Champions League away from home, boom, Partey's in that midfield, blood. You're going away to the likes of City, Liverpool, bang, Partey's there, blood. You understand? Because you see what he's capable of doing against the better midfielders in the league. He bosses the midfields, bro. You don't see them. It's Partey's midfield when he's there. You understand? So for me, you wrap him up in cotton wool, blood. I'd even keep him and bring in a Bruno, like, because that's Partey knows he's at the stage of his career. His injuries are bad. You're not going to be starting week in, week out. You're at Arsenal. You're probably not going to go to a bigger club than this. This is probably your last big shot at getting something out of your career. You know what? I'm just going to, play a rotation role. You get me? Experience role. Just like Jorginho don't give a shit about it because they know what stage they are in their career. They know Odegaard, Rice, their man is clear of you, ahead of you. They're the first choice. You understand? So I'd keep him and bring in a midfielder.
That's what I would do. Jorginho and Partey can be used as the rotation. Rice starts. And then for me, you bring in either a massive money signing, like Bruno, Barella, De Jong, someone mad like that. And if they're not available, because they're the sort of players that we should be going for, if they're going to turn around and go, no, I'm happy here, or no, you can't afford
you got
us,
like Paulina.
So that's my next one.
I'd go Paulina. I wouldn't go Douglas Luiz. Like, I rate Douglas Luiz, but I would go Paulina because to me, that's Xhaka.
Yeah, he looks so good, man. So good. We're linked with this Zubimendi, though, man. This Zubimendi.
I rate him, but if you get Zubimendi, he needs to come with someone. So he's going to learn off the midfielder you bring in with him because you can't go into Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard. You can do that in maybe 2 years when he's had a year. He understands the game. He's got to toughen up as well. Premier League's not La Liga. The pace as well. He's got to adapt. That's why you bring in a Bruno and him. Then you sell Partey. If you bring in Zubimendi, you bring in Bruno, you get rid of Partey. If you bring in Bruno, you keep Partey.
Okay. Makes sense. What about Yusuf Fofana? Would you take him? Because I like him, man.
I don't know a lot about this shoot. They were talking to me about him, like 4 goals, 4 assists from midfield. Pretty good. You understand? 31 games. But I don't really know a lot about him, blood. I'm not, them certain man, they'll be like, yeah, I know about him. I'm not that guy, bro. I'm like, I don't know that. I'm still, you don't need to tell me about him. Like, let me, what game should I watch where I can, because I'm not a highlight man. I'll say to a man, tell me a game to watch where I could actually watch the game. I don't want to see highlight reel because, you understand, you look at Giroud's highlight reel, you think he's better than fucking Maradona. You get me?
Yeah, man.
You feel me? I'd have to see him in a game where I can see how he is, but I'm not sure about him because I've heard of him and that, but I don't really watch Ligue 1.
Nah, listen,
I ain't seen Monaco play this year as well.
No, I'm not gonna sit there and lie and say I know everything.
I know that. What's his name? That you at PSG, Vitina. He's cold.
Oh yeah, he's a good player.
He's cold. Like I see every time I see, because I watch PSG because of the Champions League. Yeah. So when I see that I'm like, yo, this shoot's bad. And then everyone in the chat was like, yeah, Troops, he's cold, he's Portuguese. I'm like, yo, this shoot is bad, blood. Yo, fam, like, he's cold, fam. You hear me? He showed up more than fucking Mbappe. Big man thing.
Yeah, he's a good player. He is a good player. I don't watch Ligue 1, but what I will say, the reason I actually I heard about this Fofana guy before this season just gone, and he played and scored against us in the Emirates Cup, if you remember, right? And he was a baller. He's box to box, absolute beast. Looks like a Yaya Toure, Patrick Vieira type in terms of his attributes, nowhere near that level. But in terms of his style, and I thought, yeah, you're something that we might need in our midfield in terms of box to box, because we've only really got Rice. Everybody else holds or goes forward. But Rice is the only one that does box to box, right? So I was looking at him thinking, yeah, you could be an option. Now, apparently he's like 20 to 25 million. That is a steal. The guy's got great athleticism. He's a good age. In France, there's him and Kefren Turam that I look at and think, yeah, you're the two players that I look at that are ballers. And they both do a similar job. And I just think Yusuf Fofana's got a little bit more physical presence about him. He's a bit more of a beast. So I look at him and think that would be a good signing for someone. There was links today with Manchester United. I'm not sure how that is, if that's true. But I honestly believe that would be a really good signing, man. So I think watch this space with this one for sure. Because he does look like a player. The other one that we're linked with or talked with, and again, we say linked, it's like loosely linked. Do you know what I mean? It's all rumours at the moment. But the one we're looking at definitely is on our list of being told is the Benfica lad, João Neves, who I don't know if you've seen him, but wow,
I know about him.
He looks a menace. Problem is, he's young. Is he ready? How much is he going to be? A mad amount of money. Yeah, I'm being told it's a lot of money, bro.
You're talking 100 million plus. Benfica don't play. He'll probably end up at like Madrid or one of them.
Yeah, he is so young, man. I think he's 19.
Yeah.
But
my boy supports Benfica, and he's told me about him for like a couple of years. He's like, yo, this is you, blood. João Neves, he's the next one. I'm like, yeah. And then when I said, yo, blood, this dude's mental.
Yeah, he's good. He's good, man. He is really good, man. Honestly, he's good. So, yeah, that one looks a little bit unrealistic. And do you know what it is with Benfica, right? Yes, they have unbelievable amounts of quality that comes through, but not all of them are ballers. And they have spent a lot of money on some of them. Like, look at João Felix, look at Renato Sanchez. They were supposed to be the next best thing, and they haven't done it.
I rate Felix, you know.
Darwin Nunez, another one. Do you know what I'm saying?
I rate Felix still.
Yeah, I like Felix. I've always quite liked
João. I think João's a bad boy. I can't lie. If we got Felix, I wouldn't be disappointed.
Wow. It's not one I've really thought about, to be fair. But yeah.
I think Felix is cold blood. I think Simeone just fucking ruined him.
Yeah, he did, man. I've got to say, he did. They did not get on with him. They just clashed big time. But they honestly clashed big time. But yeah, midfield for me, I think that we either got to buy a complete baller in there that can do both, or if we can't get one of the Brunos or spend money big time on that, I think maybe Zubimendi and Fofana could come in and get like the 6 and the 8 covered. I think that could happen because I think we're going to spend quite a lot of money in that midfield area. And if we're not going to get one big one that can play both, I think we might even split the money and try and get 2 in. But it could be interesting. It depends who goes as well, I think. Let me talk to you about Odegaard, Vieira, and Smith Rowe. Well, Odegaard's going to stay. We know that, right? Let's talk about Smith Rowe and Vieira because one of them is going to go, I believe. And I hope it's Vieira that goes because Smith Rowe, for me, as much as I think that he could 100% get some money for us, I just don't rate Fabio Vieira, bro. I don't think he's suited to this league. I think he's weak. I think he's lightweight. He's got a good weight of pass. He's got a good ball and a good left foot. That's about it. And I don't think Arteta actually rates him either because he picked Smith Rowe at the last game of the season. So it's weird.
The reports as well that Arteta's saying that he's going to sell him. He hasn't been training well. It's like he don't give a shit. I've heard that like because his confidence is low. He's just like not even like putting in no effort in training. All right, fuck off then, innit? Bye. See you later. If you ain't got the heart to fight, piss off. Simple.
Yeah,
football's a competitive sport. What do you mean? There's been badder players than you that have been taken out of sides, bro, and fought their way back, blood. You understand? You little teabag looking don. 35 million down the drain, blood. Fabio Vieira does fuck all again. That should be the song, blood.
That should be the song, man.
Man can't diss Kai, bro. Diss up this clown, blood.
Yeah,
absolutely. He's a joke of a footballer. Bro, if there's a 50-50 challenge, Trey's beating him to it.
Yeah, I agree with that, bro.
He's so weak, bro. People tell me, he plays in Odegaard's position. That's his best position. Well, he's never going to play there, is he, blood? So we might as well sell him. Yeah. And he's not adequate. He's not not adequate cover. It's another Arteta error. He's made a couple of them. You get me?
yeah,
Let's be real. Like people love to praise the signings, but he's fucked up a lot as well, blood. And Fabio Vieira, Lokonga, these men weren't bought for like little money, bro. I think Lokonga was like 20 something mil.
Mm-hmm.
Fabio Vieira 35 mil, bro. We're not spending like 5 million on these players, and we can just like wipe our mouth, pause, and just get on with it, blood. We can't. You understand? We're gonna lose money on this little fucking idiot now, bro. We're gonna lose like 20 million on this guy, bro. Because if anyone thinks we're getting more than 15 million for Fabio Vieira, I don't know what planet you're living on.
Facts. I can't disagree with anything you've just said. I saw the player, didn't like him straight away, wanted to give him time, was told by the fan base to give him time. I went the season, I said, look, I know we're in a title race, but he's not for me. Robbie and Lee and all these guys are going to me, nah, you got to give him time, bro. It's only the first year. I'm like, look, I've seen enough. Then he contributed to the first couple of games, got injured, had surgery, never saw him again. Every time I did see him, he's pushed off the ball. I'm like, nah, he ain't for me. He ain't my type of player, troops. Like, he ain't for me. So he's the one I get rid of. Smith Rowe, what are you saying?
Keep.
Yeah, I would as well.
Because he can play 8, he can play 10, he can play on the wing. He could play as a false 9, blood. That's a player you keep, and he's more than happy to play a squad role.
That's the thing.
Me? He's very happy to play that role. Hella ability. So you get me. I think that's a very good option to have on the bench.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I'll tell you what I like about Smith Rowe is that actually he's had some bad times in terms of injuries, but he's never moaned. He's never been unprofessional. He could have kicked off and said, look, I was in the first team. Why am I not now? He's tried to fought his way back in. And when he has actually been given the nod, Luton at home, he got man of the match, came on against Everton, looked pretty sharp. There's another game he come on as well, looked really sharp. Bournemouth. I think let's just keep him and let's keep him injury free. Then have a discussion at the end of next season about him and say where we at with him.
He's in Jamaica right now, so Emil, here want blood. Yam some hard food, get me. Have some dumplings, some yam, some green banana. Make sure you take some sea moss. Make sure you have some black seed oil. You understand? Make sure you drink some manish water. You understand? Make sure you drink some coconut water. And you're gonna come back good blood. Yam some ackee. You see me? Stay away from the ganja. You understand? Stay away from the rum punch. You understand? Stay away from the gallem. You understand? And just, get some sun in your life, and you see me? Forward back to England.
There we go, man. Listen, message from troops if you're listening, Emil. That's got to be done. Nah, I keep him. I'm with you, bruv. I'm with you. Let me ask you, because if let's just say the unthinkable happens, or like what we really don't want to see happen. Erdegaard gets like a long-termer. Who we playing in that kind of attacking role? Do you think Smith Rowe is good enough to come in and take us forward there? Or would we need someone else?
I think Smith Rowe's capable of like playing in that role. Obviously, not to the level of Odegaard, but if it was like a 4 or 5 game spell, I think we could get through that period. You get me? Or we could just switch the midfield and just go with like a Rice, Partey, Odegaard. No, I'm sorry, Rice, Partey, and Jorginho. You get me? Or the new signing. You understand? So there's ways to get around it still.
Yeah, man, there is ways. There is another way that no one's spoken about yet until right now from Three Wise Pandas. This kid, they're talking a lot about this kid, troops. He scored an absolute baller the other day. What are you saying about Ethan Nwaneri? Yeah,
Ethan's cold blood. That's my dog still. I chat to Ethan regular. That's my boy. That's my little G blood. You understand?
Fair enough.
It's mad because where his little sister trains, isn't it? So I see his mum a lot in it, and get me, his little sister's a baller still. But Ethan, he's getting promoted this year, innit, to the first team.
Yeah.
I saw Mertesacker about, was it like 4 weeks ago? 5 weeks, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. I was chatting to Mertesacker, and he was saying that there's big hopes for Ethan. This is before he just got his pro contract, innit? And he was saying to me, I said to him, like, yo, what's going on with Ethan? Like, because I see that Cozier Dubry might leave. Kiddo Taylor left. So I was like, what's going on with the young G's? Like, and he was like, nah, they believe in Ethan. Like, he's gonna get the pro deal. He got the pro deal the next week. And then he was saying to me, like, they're looking at him for next season to push him up to the first team. And then I got the drop that bang, he's gonna be pushed into the first team. So I think they got plans for Ethan still, big plans. But obviously the age that he is, you don't have that first team experience. But every time he puts on the shirt and steps over that line for the first team, you see that he's got something about him, innit? You get me? And I wouldn't put that pressure on him, you understand? I think having him on the bench is a good look, but if you got a Mill there, you go with a Mill.
Yeah, and I think with Ethan, I honestly would not be surprised if we started seeing him start some of the Carabao Cup games. Depending on who we get. If we draw Man City, it's not going to happen. It wouldn't surprise me if we see him in the first couple of rounds of the League Cup and FA Cup. Now, I know people we've just spoken about, we're chucking him in the bin. I'm not saying they're all going to be kids, but wouldn't be surprised if he starts getting minutes in those games, because I think he does need to get some minutes. We need to see what he's like, because every time I've seen him, he looks a baller, bruv. He looks like he shines. So I want to see this guy. Now, there's also rumours in the young youth squad that we've got this Chido Obi Martin, is it?
Yeah, Chido.
He's scoring like, honestly,
he's
man.
From he's Norwegian or Sweden.
I think it's Denmark, isn't it? Is it Denmark?
It's one of them Scandinavian.
Yeah. I think he's Scandinavian. I thought it was Denmark, but I might be wrong. But he is, honestly, like, I'm hearing mad things about this kid, man.
Yeah, he's Danish. He's only flipping 16 as well, you know.
Yeah, he's well young. They are talking about this kid, man. He's scoring like 7 against Norwich, 5 against West Ham.
I think they're going to promote him to the under-21 because he's with the under-18s. So he's already playing like 2 years above, innit? Because he should be under 16s. No, he should be under 17s. So he's playing a year above. So I think they're going to push him to under-21s next season. But I want to see how he does there first, innit? Because the jump from 18 to 21 is a little jump.
100%, man. Yeah, 100%.
Because because Trey went up a year this year, and the difference in the speed and the strength of the game and the intensity, the first 3-4 games, like he was dealing with it, but he was like, yo, dad, the way I have to move, I'll get clamped if I don't move mad. Like, these men are moving crazy, bro. They move the ball so fast. And now he's saying to me, dad, these men are too slow. I'm like, crap. You got I'm like, fucking hell, blood. So I know it's going to be, that jump is big, innit? So I want to see how he does in the 21s before we think about promoting him.
Yeah, that's fair, man. Listen, the other names are Max Dowman, 14-year-old. Apparently he's a sensation. I was speaking to someone the other day who knows the club quite well, saying that they rate this kid so highly. They think like Jack Wilshere levels in terms of his potential.
There's even one kid that Trey trains with. He's under 10s. He just got signed to Arsenal. Winger. Oh my God.
Really?
He's dangerous, bro. Because where Trey trains, he trains with like all the academy kids, isn't it?
Okay.
So we're trying to get him over onto that side because he's at Watford. So we're trying to get him he's on cap. That's like cap 2. But if we get him over there, he's on cap 1, isn't it? That's when the level goes up to another level, blood. And we got a couple cap 1s looking at him, but that kid there, he just got signed to Arsenal. He's been with Trey's trainer for, I think, 3 years. And Trey just started with him January. And the difference from January to June, I can see in Trey, like, it's blood. I'm like, yo, fam, it's like night and day, fam. You can go and play with like the older youths now. I'm like, rotted, yo, all right, cool, say that. But I see these young youths in it. Like, I see like the young ballers coming.
Yeah, see them coming through. Yeah,
and there's a lot of talent, bro. But there's not a lot of midfielders, blood. Like, there's a lot of wingers. You get me? I don't really see a lot of centre midfielders. Like, there's only a couple of them. Trey's one of them, but there's only like the centre midfielders where we need. Yo, parents, stop trying to go for the glory. Yeah, and my son's a winger, my son's a striker. Bro, actually make footballers, bro. Like, Trey wanted to be a striker. I watched him and I was like, nah, you're not a striker, blood. You're a centre midfielder, mate. I said, you're a centre midfielder. You dictate. You know how to play the game, bro. You can read, like, you got an energy. You got everything. You got all aspects in your game. And he's like, Dad, I want to play up front. No. But now he's like, yo, man's the conductor. Is man crazy? Yo, I'm like, yo, blood. You understand? Because there's a lot of wingers right now, bro. And the wingers, are cold. But when I look at the centre midfielders, I'm like, nah, we need some centre midfielders, blood. I can't lie.
Yeah, I look at it at the moment. Centre backs, where are they coming through?
That as
I
well.
don't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Because
So
I'm telling you, every parent wants their son to like be a striker, a winger,
yep.
the limelight of the team, and but bro, man, no ballers, bro. You understand? And Zidane was the boss of the team, and he was in midfield, blood.
Yeah, agreed.
I say that to Trey Light and say, yo, blood, look at the midfield. I said, bruv, look at the midfielders. You think the strikers have technical ability like them? He's like, yeah, you're right, Dad. I'm like, look at De Bruyne, look at Haaland. Look at Havertz, look at Odegaard. Look at the dude. Look who's more techie. He's like, I'm like, look up. I'm like, yo, when I bring it back to like, I'm like, yo, look at Perez and look at Henry. Who's got more tech?
Yeah,
yeah, you're right, Dad. I'm like, see, the strikers are just there because they just goal.
Yeah.
You can actually bring down the ball, put it there. The strike, if you tell the striker, yo, send it. 9 times out of 10, he's gonna overhit it, blood. If the striker says to you to send it, bang, go finish your dinner. You understand? So
Yeah,
it's
man.
about explaining to the kids as well that, yo, it's not all about goal. Nah, bro, you got bad boys in the midfield all over, blood. Look at Chouameni and them man there right now.
Yeah, man.
Understand?
Absolutely, I agree.
Look at Jude.
I agree, bro.
You get me? Proper
Jude.
all-round footballers, blood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
look
man.
At Haaland, blood. Fucking stiff Terminator-looking Don. The fuck, blood?
Yeah, it's mad, bro. It's mad. Listen, let's get to
Austrian big man thing.
Let's get to the front three at Arsenal. Martinelli and Trossard left, Saka right, up top, Kai Havertz, Jesus. What do we do with Eddie and Reece is my first question. And secondly,
dash Eddie, blood.
Yeah. I think both though, man. I think Nelson as well might have to go.
Yeah, Reece as well. I can't lie.
I think both of them have to go. And then what are we doing? Number 9 and Saka cover, or do we play Jesus as the right winger, Saka cover, and get a number 9?
Nah, we need a striker and cover for Saka. Keep Jesus as well, because he can play on the right. He can play in false 9 if needed, and you can tell he don't care about being a bench boy. You understand? I think he knows in himself. Yeah, I'm not gonna be that guy. You get me? I'm just gonna play second fiddle, and I like the role he's playing, like coming off the bench, making an impact, getting assists, getting us over the line. I like that role. I think you can do that role.
I would say the number 9 is an absolute must. The midfield is an absolute must. If we're not going to use Jesus as right wing cover, then yeah, we're going to need Saka cover, because this kid cannot play the amount of games he's playing, bruv. Now, there's some options there as well. Elise is 60 million. A lot of people are saying he won't come Arsenal because he'll be behind Saka and he won't want that.
He won't come.
Nah. The other option is Pedro Neto. Massive baller. Massive injury problems, but a baller. I love him.
Nah, but injury problems don't matter because he's going to be cover. So you don't need him there all the time.
All right, cool. That's a good shout.
You just need him over the Christmas period when you've got fixture pile up. Now you got to switch your wingers. You understand? If you got Champions League comes back in February, let's say we got Barcelona away on the Tuesday, but then we got fucking City at home on the Saturday. You can play Neto on the Tuesday, Saka on the Saturday. Bam! You understand? When people talk about injury prone, I don't care when it comes to buying squad players because I don't need you there all the time.
Yeah.
Your purpose is not to be there all the time.
Yeah.
Your squad.
Yeah, we don't need him for 40 games. We need him for 20.
And I know that Neto can give me 20 games easily. That's his problem. He can't get over 25. He gets to 24, bang. You understand? Flat line. He flat lines, bro. You just zap him. Doo-doo. He's just there. He's just there, blood. You understand? I swear he's just there, bro. He's just there. He ain't moving, blood. He's zapping his clock. His chest is just going bang, bang, bang. Him not move. You don't need to be there every week, bro. You understand? I don't need you there when I'm going to fucking Bournemouth. I need you when I'm going City, blood. You understand? Big man thing. I swear to God.
You're
On
fucking
my
funny,
life,
man.
on my life, Potts, bro. Man pissed me off with this Neto's injury prone. Bro, do we need him every game? We don't need him every game. The fuck, blood? This man
Oh,
saying,
bro. That's class, man. That is class. Now, listen, he's a baller. Neto can play both positions as well, man. He
yeah.
can play both wings. I love him. I honestly think he's quality. When he was fit for Wolves, it was like he's the best player on the pitch, head and
Bro,
shoulders above everyone
demon
else.
time.
Yeah, bro. So good. So good. But yeah, you're talking facts, man.
I
I think
swear
he'd be a
down.
baller.
On
Yeah,
my
man.
life, bro. On my life.
Man,
When you're
that's
talking
class.
about squad
That's
players,
class.
yeah, I do not care about injuries, blood. Because, brother, you're not going to play. I don't want you playing 40 games a season, bro. I need you there for 10, 20 games, blood. Yeah? That's what I need you for, bro. And I know that you can be there for them 10, 20. You understand? You imagine Neto coming off the bench when, like, Saka's been running at the winger the whole game. Saka's been running at the left back the whole game. And then Neto just comes on to kill him off. Oh, my days, blood.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
my
That's who I
days.
want, man.
You imagine
That is who I've
chasing a
always wanted.
game, or even chasing a game, and then you say, yo, you throw on Neto, you got Neto, Saka, the gunman striker that we signed, Odegaard. Bro, man are gonna be like, yo, it's like the fucking Red Arrows just running at your Clark, blood.
Yeah, man, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. And I really have liked him for some time now. But let's talk about the number 9, bruv. Because there's so many names thrown at us. Isak's the one everybody wants. I don't see it happening. We've got Gyökeres over at Sporting Lisbon. We've got Ivan Toney still being mentioned. Osimhen being mentioned. And of course, the breaking news about Benjamin Sesko, who John Cross is saying from the Mirror is going to choose Arsenal for around 45 million. Let's talk about that first, Sesko. And then the other names I mentioned, is any of those float your boat?
Sesko, I see his numbers. His numbers ain't all that. He don't score as much as Saka. You get me? And I think we need someone who's got more numbers than Saka. Saka needs help. You get me? Like, Saka needs the weight taken off his shoulders. He shouldn't be the go-to. He should be part of the ammunition. That striker should always be the go-to. You get me? And Sesko's numbers, I'm not really convinced by it. I ain't seen him play though, innit? So I could watch him play and be like, fucking hell. You get me? And then maybe the numbers ain't adding up to the style of play. But Gyökeres I rate. I don't want none of Osimhen. Tony, I was on it, but he got injured and then he went through like this whole longest goal scoring drought of his career that he's never been before. So, but I don't know if his head's gone at Brentford, or I don't know the situation. So that's where I am with Tony. But for me, it's Gyökeres or Isak. Goal scoring guaranteed 20, 25 league goals is what I need. Sesko is not getting me 20, 25 league goals, bro. You get me?
No.
Cisco is not doing that, blood. He is not doing it, blood. Yeah? He's not doing it, bro. Gyökeres will come in here and do that, blood. Do you understand? And the way he plays, I think he'd be a good fit for Arsenal. You get me? Isak is perfect. Isak's own ring, Mark II. You understand? We all know what happens if we sign Isak, but for me, I'd say Gyökeres.
Listen, if we don't get Isak, it's going to have to be Gyökeres. With Benjamin Sesko, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to start slating the kid. I ain't seen enough of him. 13 goals, just turned 20, very young prospect. But what that does not do for me is get us a number 9 that starts. I think Havertz starts over Sesko still. And I think Sesko is molded in. So it's all right getting a number 9, but he ain't actually starting for us. I think Sesko will definitely be a player that we mold in, that comes in. Whereas Isak and Gyökeres, I think are like, nah, boom, go, 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 go. I think Victor Gyökeres, the England experience he had at Coventry is underrated, bruv. That toughens you up, that league. It's a competitive league. It's a horrible league. And I think it would be a good signing. Isak, we all know
he's gone out to Lisbon and he's fucking bullying it. Because he's like, brother, do you know what I was doing? Bro, I was going to fucking Plymouth Argyle. Man trying to break my leg, blood. Yeah? Man was going to fucking Bristol City, rude boy. Yeah? Man's going QPR, cuz. Yeah? You mean fucking Gamares, fucking Benfica. Man in the ole, Samba, Anima. All this shit, blood. You think he gives a shit, bro? These man probably see him and saying, look at this Viking looking motherfucker. because he's Swedish blood. So they're looking like, yo, the fuck, wow, Zlatan is back again, pussy clout. Yeah, the big man thing, bro. You think he cares about them little, like them little Kizomba, man? Man, they're Kizomba. Fuck, are you mad? He went out there and said, I'm cleaning up here, blood. And he cleaned up, bro.
Listen, I like him. I think Victor Gyökeres bang goals in Coventry. Let's be real. He pretty much took them to the playoff final, bruv, on his own. Then he's come to Lisbon and he's banging them in. I think he's got pretty much everything that a striker needs. He's got presence. He's got physical attributes. He's good in the air. He's good with both feet. From what I can see, he knows where the hell a goal is. Let me tell you that. So I'm a fan of this if this happens. £84 million release clause, apparently. I'm paying it.
Euros?
If we don't get Isak. Or euros, there we go. Sorry,
so
euros.
Like 60.
68 million or something. Yeah. Something mad like that. Yeah.
That's all right.
So, yeah.
Because if you go spend that, you can go drop the 100 on Bruno Gomares. Because I know we got 170 in the bank, bro. Don't fucking piss me off, Cronky, bro.
Yeah,
I still got my Cronky out t-shirt, bro. Don't make me go get it. It's still there. Yeah?
Yeah, man. I mean, they're saying the Sesko is a release clause, £45 million.
They're saying that the chat's saying that Sesko's done deal. Don't tell me that Shaq, bro. Shaq's my guy, bro. He's always on my chat. Shaq, blood, don't do it, blood. Don't Shaq, big man thing, bro. I don't want to see this. Hey, it's gonna be fucking Havertz part 2. I'm disappointed in the signing, but I'm gonna have to back it, blood. You get me? That's what it's gonna be. I can see my fucking reaction video already, blood.
I think there's a lot of people that would be like that though, because I think everybody's
people are gassed though. They're like troops, bro. He's a baller. They're like he's the next Haaland. But I'm like, brother, why is no one else looking at him then?
Yeah,
that's my thing. Yeah. Like everyone wanted Haaland. Madrid wanted Haaland. Bayern wanted Haaland. Who wants Sesko, blood? I ain't heard him linked. All I've heard him linked is Man United, bro. Ain't no one trying to go Man United, blood. You understand? I don't get, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I wouldn't say it's a done deal until Ornstein Romano was saying it is.
Yeah, I don't believe
that's what I would say. Because John Cross, sorry, man, it ain't for me.
Man, like John Frost.
Yeah, it ain't for me, man. But listen, it's going to be a window that needs to be a 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10 at best. I don't think we want any of these windows at 6 or 7. Yeah, there you go. I don't want any of this bloody, that was a 5 or 6. Ain't good enough. Like, we need to go and get these players in. And we got to have, by the time that window shuts, bro, I want it to be like, boom, Arsenal ready to go with the league. Arsenal ready. And if it's like, we're still short again, or we ain't got that striker, or our midfield looking short, I'm going to be pissed off. I'm going to be pissed off. So it's got to be a quality one, man. Just lastly, man, talking about the Pep rumours and the Arteta new deal thing. Do you think when Pep goes, if Pep goes, whatever it be, because I think he might go, brother, after next season. I really do. I think he might go.
This is last season.
I'm sure it's going to be, right? Do you think Arteta is the guy to then take that kind of say, thank you very much, Pep, it's been cool, I'm going to now go win trophies? Or do you still have your concerns until he gets us across the line? Because I'm not going to lie to you, bro. It might sound negative, but until he does it, I can't believe it. Do you know what I'm saying?
I look in the league, yeah. Now that Klopp's gone, Arteta's probably the second best manager in the league. You look at the rest of the managers at the league, Arteta's better than them. You understand? He is better than them. We're the club in the best position to take over from Man City. Liverpool, it's going to take time with Slot. You understand? It's not going to... There's not going to be a huge drop, but they won't be... I think Liverpool will be a top 4 team next year. You get me? I don't think they'll be in a title race. I think the 2 teams that will be in a title race is Arsenal and City again. You get me? I don't think there'll be any other teams in a title race. I think we're the best equipped to take over. Will we do it? I don't know. I don't know, blood. It's techie. It depends on this. It depends on this season. I think if he can beat Pep, I think if he can beat City while Pep's here, it's peak for them. If that happens, I think his confidence goes to another level. I think the players' confidence go to another level because the players as well, they'll be like, yo, we beat a Pep side. Yeah, we didn't. We beat Man. No, we beat a Pep side, blood. Not just Man City. We beat a Pep side, blood. You understand? So I think it's down to this season what determines. I think if we don't win the league again this year, I think someone else could win the league after when Pep goes. I think I honestly think if we don't win the league this year, I don't know when we're going to win it.
Yeah, I've got to say the same, bruv. I've got to say the same. Like,
because
it has to be.
everyone's rolling. You understand? Everyone's starting to. That Chelsea team is going to get better. They're going to get older, more experience. United are going to throw money at it as usual. Newcastle got money. Aston Villa are in the top 4 now. You get me? There's a lot going on, blood. You understand? So if we don't win the next year, I don't know, blood. I really don't know.
It's got to happen, man. I guess this is fake and not true. Chelsea have bid in excess of £105 million for Newcastle.
Matt Law's their mouth. Matt Law's their mouthpiece. Pause. Let me go.
Yeah.
Let me pray.
It's like open to joining the blue side of London. Surely that's not true, man. Surely that's not true. Someone try.
I'm on Matt Law's Twitter. Yeah, it's not true.
Nah, load of crap. There we go.
Yeah,
I thought it would be. Thought it was.
He ain't tweeted since fucking May. When's the last time he tweeted? He ain't tweeted since 24th of fucking May, blood.
Yeah, there you go.
He ain't even tweeted for 6 days.
Nah.
I don't know if it was a fake Matt Law account, but yeah, that's bollocks.
No, it's fake, man.
The only thing I've heard is that City's gonna activate Bruno's thing. That's the only thing I've heard.
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen as well because Bruno and Pep love each other.
It is because we've done them dirty for Rice as well.
Yeah.
So they're like, nah, fuck this, we're getting this one. And because they probably know we're lurking, they're like, yeah, we're gonna go in early. And if it's between us and them, he's gonna go there still. Especially Bruno, because he's a foreign player, innit? If it's an English player, we might be able to try a thing, innit? If it's a foreign player, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna go with Pep.
Yeah, Pep's gonna be able to get what he wants. The only thing with Bruno, right, that could look at Arsenal if we are interested and go, do you know what? Got the Brazil link. Pep's going. 115's hanging over them. I'm gonna go and try and win something with Arsenal for a few years. That's the only thing I can cling on to. I understand why he would go to Man City, but they're the only things I can try to put at as a con. Like, why you go Man City to win? Because they do guaranteed trophies. Why you're not? Because I'm not sure where Pep's going. They've got 115 hanging over them. I like what Arsenal are doing. I've got links to Brazil there. Edu wants me. Arteta loves me. I'm going to go there. I'm kind of hoping it's that. But listen, he could still stay at Newcastle, you know, Bruno and Isak. Both of them could. So it's mad. It really is, bruv. But listen, we're going to leave it there, bruv. Always a pleasure speaking to you, mate. And big up to everybody in the chat. Thanks for all of your comments and interaction. Cheers for your super chats. Big up. Actually, I did have one more for you, Troops, which was from Mark Arthur. Troops, are you going to America?
I'm trying to do Cali. I can't do Philly because I'm going to be in Jamaica. So I ain't got enough time to go Philly, fly back to London, and then go Yard. But I'm trying to do Cali, but I got a fucking curveball, blood. I'm waiting for my guy. You don't know Nate, but I chill with him when I go there. But he does his foot golf thing, and he might be in Colorado when Arsenal are actually playing. So yeah, I'm not paying for no fucking £2,000-3,000 a night fucking hotel in LA when I can stay in my brethren's mansion. You get me? So hopefully he's not going to fucking Colorado, blood. You get me? It's literally on that. If Nature's going to Colorado, I ain't fucking going. I ain't going.
Nah, I gotta say, for me,
for free. That's my brother. I'm nice. I got my own room. I'm good, blood. You get me? But fuck that. You know what I'm saying? LA's expensive, people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got that Barstool money no more. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm honest, bro. It's money that can't get me out there as well. I can't lie. But maybe another time, man. But yeah, listen, it's one of those. It's one of those. And I'm looking forward to the season starting. Just quickly, before we do wrap up, England, Southgate, Euros. Give us a chance for that, Troops.
Semi-final. Minimum.
And is that because of Southgate? Or is that because you don't think... Yeah, same. I'm exactly the same. I think he'll bottle it in the semis. I think we'll get France or Germany, and I think he'll bottle it. Yeah, because I don't rate this manager, man.
As soon as we get a big team, it's done.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
No excuses, but it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
happen. What you got coming up on yours, man? Everyone's, I'm sure, sub to Troops TV. What's happening over there, bruv?
I got a pod tomorrow, 1 p.m. We're live, blood. UK 1 p.m. And then Saturday watch along for the Champions League final.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it for this week. And then Sunday,
What?
I'm chilling, blood.
What are you saying for the Champions League? You go Madrid or Dortmund?
Madrid, man. What do you mean? Shout out my brother Jude. You get me? Big up my twin Sancho. But you know what I'm saying, man. My brother Jude. You get me? Jude's a real one still. When I message Jude, Jude replies, but Jude's a real one.
Yeah. Wow.
Jude's a real G, blood. Trust me.
Serious.
Yeah, but
What's
I
he
try to pair these footballers, you know. Don't let them.
Yeah,
don't
you
let
do,
them,
man.
Don't let them think. Oh, Troops. All these men behind the scenes, yo. Man like Troops, yo. I swear
What's he like, man? What's he like, Jude?
Jude's a good Jude, man. Very humble. Very, very humble, blood. You understand? He's even like before I chatted to him when he was at Dortmund, innit?
Oh, okay.
And then even when he moved to Madrid, like when he moved to Madrid, I messaged him. I said, "Yo, bro, congratulations, you deserve it." Da 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 da. He was just like, "Yo, thank you, my bro. Da da da. Appreciate the support as always." I'm like, "Yo, man, like my Ballon d'Or winner, yeah, my Ballon d'Or winner, yeah, my brother Jude." You know what I'm saying? Man said, "Convince him to go Arsenal, bro." I always say that to all of them when I chat to them. The players that I rate, I'm like, "Yo, come pull up, blood. Jude, blood, Clark Bellingham." He just starts sending me laughing emojis.
Honestly, bro, that's mad.
I swear, I'm trying to tap up there, man, bro. Pause.
You should, bro. You should.
Outside.
Get into them DMs, man.
I
Get into
swear
them
down.
DMs. Listen, man, absolute love for coming on. Always a pleasure, my bro. And I'm sure we'll do this again soon. Make sure you do me a favor, people. I'm only a few hundred away now from 20K, which is my next target. So please make sure we can do that for us. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe. Make sure you're going over and do the same thing for Troops. And we're out of here. We'll see you next time. Take it easy, people. Laters.